Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Modern Day Football on EPSL. Today we have got another outstanding matchup here. Very important matchup for both teams as always. Clash of AFC heavyweights in Modern Day and Cedar Creek. Obviously a lot of drama with these two teams over the years, and last year, Modern Day ending Cedar Creek's playoff run. These two teams have met often. Cedar Creek beating them in the regular season last year, and then Modern Day winning the important matchup in the postseason. This will be the rubber match on the current series. But more importantly for this season, it is very important for playoff seeding. Cedar Creek at the top of their division, sitting at 8-2, coming into this one playing at home against the Modern Day Monarchs, who are second in their division behind St. John Bosco at 7-3. Bosco, of course, winning the two-game series and sweeping Modern Day on the season. So every game from here on out is important for the Monarchs. Murphy's going to go play action on first down, trying to connect underneath, broken up by the strong safety, Caden Johnson, incomplete. And Murphy last year had a few turnovers, made a few mistakes, especially at some big points in the game, so we're going to look to avoid that today. Obviously, you look to avoid that every game, but for Murphy especially, it felt like this team was just so close to making a run, and even during that season, Murphy would just turn the ball over at very inopportune times as an opening drive interception. As I speak of it, Caden Johnson, the junior strong safety, with his first interception of the year. Looked like they were just trying to get a route past the sticks. Murphy wanted a little extra, looking for Rowley there. Caden Johnson was underneath it and bites him on the opening drive, and that leaves room for the Modern Day offense to go put points on the board already in plus territory. Great field position to start this game. So that's exactly what we were talking about at the top of the broadcast. Limiting mistakes. First completion to Palids for 7. And Murphy, it's been similar this year. The touchdown numbers are there, but the interception numbers are also there. We talked about him as Barry takes this one up the middle. Barry, obviously, a homecoming for him, former Cedar Creek Pirate. But he is far and away having a much more successful year. And if you remember, in the regular season game, it was Drew Barry who beat Modern Day almost single-handedly. So now on the other sideline, he's saying, how do you do? Taking it down to the 2-yard line, 2 rushes of 10-plus yards on back-to-back carries. First and goal from the 2, and this is so often where we see number 9 get in the end zone. We'll see what they elect to do here, and it is a heavy formation, probably going to get a heavy dose of Drew Barry. You've got to feed him in his homecoming game. He gets the carry from the 2-yard line, turned away on first and goal. But it was the Drew Barry show in the regular season matchup when Drew Barry was on the other sideline of this game. You know this game very important to him now as a member of the Modern Day Monarchs. Read option, Sean Bowe, untouched. And that'll be 6 points for Modern Day on their opening drive. Rushing touchdown for the junior quarterback, and a good read there on the read option. Campbell bites down, and Drew Barry is all but happy to get tackled there as his quarterback lunges into the end zone. Opening drive touchdown. Modern Day goes up 7-0, pending this extra point. So you can't start the game much better if you're Modern Day. An interception and a touchdown on the other end. Pretty good start for the Monarchs, and this defense gave their offense the ball in plus territory. We haven't seen that a lot this year. Credit to the defense for doing that. Caden Johnson with a huge first drive turnover. Cedar Creek looking to bounce back, and this is a team not known for their rushing offense. It's largely built on the arm of James Murphy as he looks over the middle. A little off target there for the crosser on play action, incomplete. They're very reliant on the pass game. They like to go to it early and often, as they have here in this first quarter. That out route will be complete on the sideline for 6, and that'll bring up a third down opportunity. So Mater Dei with a chance to get off the field here. 3rd and 4, and it might be a first down. That is going to be against Mater Dei, and it will extend the drive for Cedar Creek, and especially against good teams, you cannot do that. Wallaby Warbles give Cedar Creek the first down. Drive continues, and you can't fault the guy for just wanting to get after the quarterback. Here's another play action pass. Big hit from Johnson. He's been all over the field. It does pick up 7 for the Pirates. A lot of play action. Usually you want to run first to establish the play action. I think Cedar Creek just going straight to the play action without the running. Somewhat mixed results here as they get past midfield. This Mater Dei defense last week against Buford, they did allow that garbage time touchdown, but just 20 total points outside of that last second touchdown. And I really think that the coaching staff has got to be proud of the way that they have bounced back. Opening the season, giving up 30-plus points to 6 of 7 opponents, or something along that line. That might not have been the exact stat, but it was around that area, and I think you got a lot of cause for concern. Coming out to see that week after week, it's hard to imagine that you're going to compete with some of these high-flying offensive teams that can, match you score for score. And if your strength is offense, you don't want to have to get in a shootout every week. Last week against Buford, defense performed well, and they're looking to repeat that here as Murphy connects for a first down to Sharp. Now down within the red zone. The duality of Murphy, turnovers and touchdowns alike, as the run is stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Mater Dei defense looking to stiffen up down here in the red area. From the 16, Murphy to throw underneath. A bunch of white jerseys there. It doesn't pick up much, so 3rd and 7, the difference between a touchdown and a field goal from the 13. Blitz coming from Mater Dei. Murphy connects underneath. It's a walk-in touchdown for Anthony Harris Jr., the running back, and nice job there from Murphy to get the ball out. Pressure was coming. Nobody accounting for Harris Jr. on the man blitz. It looked like a cover 0 blitz, so the Mater Dei defense went aggressive on 3rd and 7 and end up paying the price. Harris Jr., no one around him. That'll even the scoring here in the first quarter, and we'll get to see the first Mater Dei offensive drive, full offensive drive. Their previous drive, just a 36-yard scamper to the end zone. So now even at 7, just under 5 minutes here in the first quarter, for what is sure to be another historic edition of this matchup between these two teams, and gotta be a big game for Drew Barry. The Mater Dei coaching staff trying not to make him the only focus of the game, but gotta make sure number 9 gets his touches. They do here on first down, and he'll pick up 8. Boy, it looked like he was on pace for more than that. There are the numbers from last week, just shy of 30 totes. 184 yards and a pair of touchdowns. And I think with the season that he's been having, I talked about this in the last broadcast, but it's hard to call that mediocre, but for what he's done this year, It's just another day at the office for him. It's almost like 200 yards is valued the same way as a 100-yard game is for a regular running back. And you can see they're trying to get him the ball here. Play action underneath to the backup tight end who shakes a tackle. Picks up 4. Not a whole lot of passing attempts. We saw last week the pass game was the focus against Buford, maybe a shift in tactics here against this Cedar Creek defense. Empty set here on 2nd and 6. Design quarterback run going nowhere. Read well by Rowe. A loss of 4. So that'll negate the gain on 2nd down. Pretty good defense there from Cedar Creek. Spread everything out, but defense not fooled. Clearly watching film. Sean Bowe connects with his tight end. Palids over the middle on 3rd and long to extend the drive. Henry Palids has been such a great addition to this team, providing speed and size and athleticism as well as blocking ability from that tight end position. It reminds me a lot of Shane DeVincent. Not quite on that level yet, but still young. Plenty of time to get to that level of tight end play as Sean Bowe connects with, I won't lie to you, I have no idea who that is, number 98. Not a play we see ran very often from the modern day offense. Clearly just trying to catch the Pirates off guard here, some tendency breakers. And I don't mind that in the first quarter. You want to try and make the defense adjust to something that allows you to do what you want to do anyway. So you throw in a few of these tendency breakers to make the defense adjust, and then just go back to your regular offense. As a really good-looking run from Barry there, and he continues to just have his way with teams. Well-blocked run. I do want to shout out the offensive line, especially on that play in particular, because that hole was about the size of a county post office. Passing play here on 1st and goal, and it's a touchdown to Forwick. So the modern-day offense right down the field. Their 2nd drive of the day, their 2nd touchdown. Sean Bowe connects with Forwick. You see him just get behind Rowe there, and Rowe a little bit late. He had a few options open underneath, actually, Palids as well. But the passing touchdown is going to put Modern Day up 7. So 21 points scored in this game in just the first quarter. And points, I think, are something that there has been no shortage of this year in this league. And, you know, obviously the goal is to limit scoring as much as possible, but just slowing some of these offenses down has proved a difficult task. Nice move by Harris there. The spin move. And you know that's going to be rerun on the highlights. Whether Cedar Creek wins or loses this game, we're going to see this spin move a whole lot. I promise you that. Here's Drew Barry with a little shake and bake in the open field. End of 1, and it has been a fun one already. Fresh set of downs for the Pirates. Murphy to throw over the middle. He's got a man, and Johnson just a little bit too late. That one corralled for a 1st down gain. You saw Johnson was on his way over there. Tight end looked to be wide open as well, so not a great defensive matchup against that verticals play there. And it's just sometimes you just have a play that doesn't, you call a play that doesn't match up well with the offense's play, and you got to, you know, move on to the next opportunity. Murphy connects underneath with Nitro. First time we have heard from him in this one. Another 1st down. So the offense looking a little bit more polished here from Cedar Creek after the first drive turnover. Roberson getting involved in pass coverage, breaking that one up on 1st down. Roberson's such a sure pass coverage linebacker. It's Hard to find guys like that these days as Murphy connects down to the 1-yard line. Pressure was coming in from Mater Dei. He was lucky to get that one out. First and goal, the result. Zaza Dean almost got there. That was Jacob Williams trying to find his man. Just couldn't quite get there in time. So the goal line defense comes out for Mater Dei. On first and goal, it's a jet sweep that is going nowhere. Dalen Sparks makes the stop right at the line of scrimmage. Now a shotgun set for Cedar Creek. We'll see if they just hand it off. They do, and it's Dalen Sparks again. Absolutely owning the middle of that defense there. And the quarterback sneak, as we've seen so often this year, results in a touchdown for James Murphy. That will go in the stat column as a rushing touchdown, but I think really more of a falling touchdown. A touchdown nonetheless. Knotted at 14 in the second quarter. Cedar Creek answers, and outside of that first drive interception, Cedar Creek offense has bounced back and looked pretty good. Mater Dei with another chance, and this has the makings of last team with the ball is going to win this one. They're going to look at the stat leaders from rushing touchdowns. Nobody even close to Drew Berry. He has an 8-touchdown lead, something that some running backs don't even get in a season. That is his current lead on the rushing touchdown race. We've talked a lot about what he's done as he gets stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1. Defensive tackles for Cedar Creek, some of the best players on this team. Great play there from, I believe that's Brian Matabeast. I'll have to check my notes. Regardless, it's 2nd and 11. Sean Bowe looking to throw quickly underneath to Williams. That one complete. That makes it 3rd and manageable. Williams, of course, with an outstanding game last week, a pair of touchdowns and a couple of big catches in big spots. Kissling goes in motion here on 3rd and 6. Have yet to find him in the passing game. They look that way, actually, and it's intercepted. I'm sorry, he's looking for Williams. So Sean Bowe has an interception of his own, a mistake to Darwin Alexander. Hasn't done that much this year, just his 3rd interception of the season in this one. Trusting Williams to get in front of that ball. And I don't hate the throw, you just got to wait until he clears that zone. So clearly Sean Bowe did not, and he paid the price there. Bad throw. Should have just checked that one down to Drew Berry. Looked like he had some room to try and go pick up the first down, but you can say what he should have done. It's pretty easy to look back at it. Nice job by Zaza Dean again to get the pressure, force that one incomplete. Now it's on this Mater Dei defense after a mistake on the offensive side of the ball to even things back out. Murphy with time just checks this one down to Harris Jr. It's been his best receiver today. Receiving touchdown earlier, 3rd and 9 from the 32. Murphy, a wide open receiver down to the 10. Looked like a busted coverage there for the Mater Dei defense. There's nobody around him. Williams got sent on a blitz and wasn't an effective one as he stumbled at the line of scrimmage. It ended up being a big problem in the back end, pass defense. So Murphy out of the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the 10. Quickly delivers and scores a touchdown. So the Mater Dei defense offers no resistance. Cannon Sharp, the tight end, turns this one in. It's just an out route. Parks has got to flow with that. He just stands there and watches. Front row seat to the Cedar Creek touchdown. Now Cedar Creek with their first lead of the game here in the second quarter. 21-14 after the Sean Bowe interception. An inopportune time to throw your third interception of the year, but regardless, it's about how you answer, and Mater Dei is going to have a chance to answer right here. Williams with a nifty spin move. On the kick return, now before half, you'd love to, if you're a Mater Dei fan, you'd love to see them work some clock and ultimately end this drive in a touchdown. They start with a give to Barry, and he makes a man miss. Picks up 12. A little outside run, and I think that's got to be something you go back to after watching how well that was blocked. Get Barry out on the perimeter. Get him in space, it doesn't matter how. Shambo finds Forwick once more, and that's going to go for a gain of 7. A couple of short passes today, not a whole lot down the field. 2nd and 3, it's another quarterback keeper, and that is no gain. So now you've got to pick this up. Got to get across midfield here for the Monarch offense. Barry motions over, and Shambo finds Forwick underneath. Nice job to make that a manageable pickup there from Mater Dei. Forwick just sat down right at the sticks, extends the drive, get the ball out quick, get someone to flow with Barry, and then deliver underneath. Like the way that was set up for the Mater Dei offense. And now you go back to number 9 right here with a fresh set of downs. That is exactly what they'll do. Huge hole, Drew Barry, one man to beat, and he just can't quite do it. Down to the 9-yard line, but already over 100 yards in this game here in the first half. Drew Barry doing everything he can offensively. Bunch left. Kissling and Williams to the top of your screen. Empty formation for Mater Dei from the 9-yard line. Another designed quarterback run. Just not picking up a whole lot. They do like to go to that down here in the red area, but I think Cedar Creek has done a good job playing against it today. I don't think you go back to that too many more times. Play action. Shambo's got to get rid of this one. Pressure coming. He just lays it out for Kissling, who almost brought that one down. And that's, I like that you gave your wide receiver one a chance there. Now a big 3rd and goal coming up from the 7-yard line. Kissling couldn't come down with it. To the flat, it's Palids. Can he get to the pylon? He does. Touchdown, Henry Palids, and that's what we're talking about, the speed. Just get it to him in the flat. He'll outrun somebody to the goal line, and he sure did right there. Big time touchdown for Mater Dei, and a big time response for Shambo after throwing that interception. He adds a passing touchdown to make up for it, and even this game back up. It's 21-all. We haven't even reached halftime yet. Points have come fast and furious this year for a whole lot of teams. Of course, Mater Dei, the top scoring offense in this league. Cedar Creek, top 10. Take a look at James Murphy's stats on the year. A whole bunch of yards, among the league leaders in passing yards. But again, when you have a pass-heavy system, that is just going to happen. Production-wise, among the league leaders in interceptions for the 2nd consecutive year. Pretty good-looking run for Harris Jr. to pick up a first down. And it's got to be, I think it really is going to come down to this, to one of these defenses. Which one of these defenses can make a stop? Which one of these defenses can change the game? And both of them already have with turnovers as Murphy looks to throw downfield. Again, a wide open man. This defense not even in the same zip code as the Cedar Creek receiver. That lapse in coverage going to result in a big loss field position-wise for the Mater Dei defense, but that first down run turned away. They've been pretty stout in run defense as of right now. If there is a positive you want to take away from the Mater Dei defense, it would be that. But in big moments, they have not been able to stop this passing attack from Cedar Creek, and that's why they find themselves tied at 21. Cannon Sharp, a big reason why. But an important 3rd and 8 here just before half. You do get the ball at half. Limit the damage to a field goal here if you can. Murphy going to throw this one up for the corner of the end zone. Dangerous pass there. Looking for his running back. Not a great looking throw, and it results in an incomplete pass. Kind of lucky it was incomplete. It'll make it 4th and 8, so the field goal team comes on. This is exactly what I was talking about here. So a big stop for the Mater Dei defense to make it, as Cedar Creek makes it 24-21. But now what this allows you to do, getting the ball at half, if you can score, even if you just tie it up before half. Kissling going backwards on this kick return. Interesting tactic, wrong direction. Drew Berry averaging over 10 yards per carry today. I don't think we'll see a lot of him in the 2-minute drill unless it's in passing offense, but what do I know? Mater Dei has 3 timeouts and the best running back in the league. They'll give it to him on 1st down. Takes 3 guys to bring him down. Timeout promptly comes out after he comes up just short, about a football away from the 1st down. So 2nd and inches here. Just over a minute left in the half. Sean Bowe underneath. It's Williams. And the 2nd timeout comes out from Mater Dei. You got to start saving them now. Probably looking for some downfield shots. Sean Bowe takes one over the middle. It's Kissling. The wide receiver 1 comes up in a big spot down to the 36-yard line. And here you got to go hurry up. Nice job. That connection, number 16 to number 17, has been a good one this year. And you can see how much he trusts him right there. 3 guys around him. But Sean Bowe let it fly right out of his break, and it pays off. I formation now. You got to wonder if they're just going to be content to run this football, take the field goal as Drew Berry shakes off tacklers. You know he's liable to take it to the end zone at any point. He doesn't there, but it looks like they're just playing for the field goal. This is a screen to Drew Berry. And there is the timeout from Mater Dei as Drew Berry picks up the 1st down on his 1st reception. Somewhat interesting clock management. You can tell they were just happy to play for the field goal once they got across midfield on that big completion to Kissling. I guess they just want the sure, nothing in this league is sure, but the higher chance points, as that one was almost blocked by Grant. So pretty good effort from both defenses in the final 2 minutes. I won't say in the 1st half because there's been 48 points scored in this game prior to halftime. A couple of high-flying offenses are going at it, back and forth, an interception apiece for both quarterbacks. 24 all at the half from Cedar Creek. We'll get right back to it after this. And as you saw there coming out of the break, Kissling 2nd in the league, receiving touchdowns. We talked about that connection that he has with Sean Bowe coming over after his freshman year. So Kissling a sophomore in Bowe's freshman year, and they've been together ever since. Now his last season, speaking of Kissling, in a Mater Dei uniform. We'll be looking for big things from him on Saturdays as Berry turns in a nice run Speaking of another senior who's going to be a potential Heisman candidate one day. And I think this is a very special team. This is one of those teams that you're going to look back on after these players are into the NFL, and you're going to say, Drew Berry turns in another first down carry there, now over $150 on the day. This is one of those teams you're going to look back at when some of these players are in the NFL, and you're just going to think about what a special group this was. And obviously the goal is to win a championship, but even if they don't, I think this will be a team to look back at, and one of those times you just marvel at the roster. Berry has gone for 10+ on seemingly every carry today. Just keep giving the ball to number 9. Playing against his former team, he's running the football well, he's running hard, and honestly, just keep feeding him. Until they can stop him, keep giving him the ball. Play action. Williams underneath. We'll see if he can make something out of this. He sure does. Picks up 7. Now the heavy set comes out for the Monarch offense. Extra tight end in the formation. Motions across. And the give is to Berry. Pretty good linebacker play. Berry rarely going down on first contact. He does right there after picking up 1, so that makes it 3rd and 2. Pretty big third down for both teams. Just shy of the red zone. Williams short motion. Sean Bowe looks that way, finds Williams, who tries to turn the corner, has the first down, can't quite reach the 15-yard line. But a first down nonetheless. Give is to Berry up the middle, and again there's Rowe with a touchdown-saving tackle. How many times have we seen him turn that play into 6? Great tackle from Rowe there. And I got to say, Rowe has been outstanding for the Cedar Creek defense. They go back to Berry, who picks up the first down. 1st and goal now. Mater Dei looking to retake the lead from the 7-yard line. The give is to Berry, and he is in the end zone. There it is, his first touchdown of the game. Felt like he was close to it, but now he has a touchdown to go with all the yardage he's stacked up in this one. And we're only in the 3rd quarter. Again, very well blocked. You see Forwick getting involved, and that is such an unselfish thing for a wide receiver to get into the 2nd level and put down a block for your star running back to get in the end zone. Mater Dei retakes the lead, 31-24. And if anyone predicted that this was going to be a defensive battle, I sure hope you took the over just to hedge your bet. Probably already hit the over in the first half. Anthony Harris Jr. having himself a decent day. Surprised that they showed his rushing stats. More importantly, he has that receiving touchdown. Murphy with 2 passing, 1 falling touchdown, and an interception. So Cedar Creek offense looking to answer, complete underneath. And you saw right there sort of miscommunication between Johnson and Roberson, both players in the same spot in pass coverage. Those small things are what result in big plays. Nice tackle there from Pierce to force a 3rd down. Pierce was the only one that was going to make that play within, at least before the line to gain. So 3rd and 3, a chance for Mater Dei. Blitz comes out. How many times have we seen this today? The blitz comes out from Mater Dei. Cedar Creek picks up a first down. I think at this point, the pressure is just shy of getting home. You see, I believe that was Johnson coming on the blitz. It was Caden Johnson on a safety blitz. I think 3rd down, you play coverage at this point. The blitz has hurt them a few times, one time for a touchdown. Outstanding hit from Roberson there. He knifed through that offensive line without looked like nobody had a chance to block him. Murphy to throw on 2nd and 10, out to the flat, dropped by number 2. Incomplete. So now 3rd and long for Cedar Creek. Big chance for Mater Dei here. They do not elect to play coverage. They still send a defensive back on a blitz, and Nitro corrals that one for a big first down for the Pirates. So again on third down, we've seen that almost every third down here. They send a defensive back, or they send a safety, or they send a linebacker, and this one was on the other side of the play, so I don't think it directly affected the coverage, but obviously it shifts assignments, and it has not worked well for the modern-day defense today. It's left guys open. Murphy's been able to take advantage of that on third down, and he's done a nice job against pressure, getting the ball out and delivering under duress. Murphy over the middle, he's picked again. Avery Curtis with a head of steam. And this is exactly shades of what we saw in the playoffs last year. Another mistake for Murphy. He's thrown an interception to both safeties now. Avery Curtis underneath that route in the middle of the field, and I just don't think Murphy ever saw him. Big interception and a big series for the modern-day defense there. They needed that. Now, if you're the offense, you've got to turn this into points. The way this game has gone, you need that two-score advantage. Here's another read option for Sean Bowe, and he just does not unhitch the trailer. Looking sluggish on that quarterback run. They go to an empty set here, and I'm surprised that first down wasn't a run. The way that Barry's been handling the rock today. All season, really. First down to Forwick there. Forwick has been good this year as well. It's really nice to see him sort of break out. He's had some stellar performances. Sean Bowe looking to throw once more. Pressure comes, and it's just a floater. It almost got home there. Luckily, that wasn't intercepted. Kind of hung in the air for a while if you're a modern-day fan. Shifting the offense here on 2nd and 10. Trips to the top of your screen. Palid's on his own at the bottom. Sean Bowe looking Palid's way, and there's a whole lot of Cedar Creek defenders there. Again, lucky it wasn't intercepted. Sean Bowe doing his best James Murphy impression on 2nd down. Big 3rd and 10 here. Bowe finds Kissling. Extends the drive for the Monarchs. Boy, it is nice to have a receiver like that on your team, especially in big 3rd downs, 3rd and longs, just like that, and ran away from his defender there. You could see a little bit of hesitation on the part of the defensive back, and that gave Kissling all the room he needed to pick up that first down. Fresh set of downs now from the 26. Another read option and another 2-yard gain. They must really have liked what they saw on film to run this many read options with minimal success here. Sean Bowe out quick to Palid's, who makes a man miss and stretches out for the first down. Palid's such a dynamic tight end. One of those multifaceted guys that you just trust wherever he's at on the field. That one too tall for Williams. Sean Bowe again putting it into a pretty tight window. Screen here from the 15-yard line. Drew Barry trying to make a move. He picks up 4. That'll make it 3rd and 6, so another important 3rd down, and got to be careful with where you put the football here. Finds Williams. Touchdown, Mater Dei. Williams with 3 touchdowns in 2 weeks. The two-way player coming alive in the back half of the season. He's helped out the game, like we talked about last week, in so many ways, offensively, defensively, even on special teams. One of the few returners this year with a kick return for touchdown, and that is a huge 7 points for Mater Dei right there as they take a 14-point lead on Cedar Creek off of Murphy's 2nd interception of the day. Avery Curtis and Caden Johnson both impacting this game in a big way. So now, just before the start of the 4th quarter, Mater Dei with a 2-score lead. Obviously, you've got to protect it. Still have to slow this Cedar Creek offense down at every opportunity, but Take a look at Murphy's passing stats on the day. A lot of twos. 227, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. First down, play action for Murphy. He's going to go deep into double coverage. That one broken up by Mo Williams. And sometimes I think you can tell that Murphy just trying to get the ball downfield. He does there over the middle. Mo Williams trailing Cameron in coverage. I believe that's the number 2 tight end. But again, a good job from Murphy to stand in the pocket and deliver that strike right over the middle of the field. That's what he's capable of doing. Just have to limit the mistakes. Murphy to throw once more. Pretty good looking pass. I believe that's Sharp. He'll pick up another Pirates first down. So Pirates on the move here at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Down 14. I told you we'd see that Harris Jr. spin move again. There's one of many jukes and a big block from Forwick. The receiving touchdown from Harris Jr. This has been a fun one. 2-score lead as it stands for the Monarchs. Cedar Creek just past midfield. Murphy from the gun. He'll hand to Harris Jr. and Parks tracks him down from the opposite end of the play after Harris Jr. picks up 5. They go back to him on second down. He falls forward for the first down. Cedar Creek moving well here on this drive. The big key is scoring a touchdown. Field goals with 1 quarter remaining in a 2-score game. They help. Every little bit helps, but you'd prefer a touchdown. Pretty good defensive play from Caden Johnson there to get his body on the receiver. Timed that up well to force the incompletion. Caden Johnson has had himself a great game. Couple of pass breakups and interception. Murphy to throw on 2nd and 10. He connects with Nitro. And you'd like to see James Jamison on Nitro from here on out. He is. That matchup at the bottom of your screen as Dalen Sparks puts a hit on Harris Jr. that he's not likely soon to forget. That was 1-on-1 in the gap, and Dalen Sparks wins that battle in a big way. Sophomore linebacker known for his hard hits. That one definitely going to go on his highlight tape. Colleges will certainly take notice of that. Underneath, completion from Murphy, and Johnson also hitting hard. After a pickup of 6, Cannon Sharp having himself a pretty good day. Big third down here from Mater Dei. Murphy to throw. Gets rid of it quickly short of the line to gain. Dalen Sparks with a big tackle. So now decision time for the Pirates on 4th and 1. Instead of going for it, they will kick a field goal to make this an 11-point game. So still a 2-score lead for Mater Dei. And you got to be happy with that as a defense to force the field goal there, giving your offense a chance to extend this lead to 18 with a touchdown on this drive. Obviously, don't want to put the cart before the horse, so to speak, but this Mater Dei offense has moved the ball so well, and this guy a big reason why. We're officially entering Drew Berry time here. Under 9 minutes in the fourth quarter. Trying to put this one away. Mater Dei looking to move to 8-3 on the season. This would be an important win for them. First down pass is complete to Williams. We'll see where they spot him, but he is close to a first down. Williams has done such a nice job this year as a young receiver. They do give him the first down, and Mater Dei will follow that up with a give to Berry, his 20th carry of the day. Just shy of 200 yards and the 1 touchdown, only a pickup of 2 there. Trips to the wide side of the field, ball on the right hash. Play action. Sean Bowe steps up, and it's a wobbler over the middle of the field. Oh boy, that was scary. Sean Bowe hit as he threw there, right as he released it, and second time we've seen one flutter in the air for far too long. So a 3rd and 8, big opportunity for the Cedar Creek defense. Berry motions out, empty set. Sean Bowe sets his feet with time. Underneath, complete to Berry, who runs into traffic. And that will likely bring the punt team on for Mater Dei for the first time today. We'll see them punt here in the 4th quarter. Big stop for the Pirates. Pretty good looking punt is going to pin Cedar Creek within their own 10-yard line. So a long field in front of them, but a much needed stop for the Pirates. Still plenty of time left in this game. Sharp motions over. Murphy play action. Over the middle, he finds Sharp. His 10th catch of the day, and that'll give them some breathing room. Picks up 8. Now I'll give to Harris Jr. up the middle, and he picks up a first down out to the 25-yard line. Cedar Creek has got to play with some urgency here. This drive needs to be a quick one. Down 11. Murphy gets rid of that one, and I don't think Nitro saw the ball coming. He did see Dalen Sparks, who was waiting for him right in the middle of that defense. Incomplete on first down. 2nd and 10, ball out quickly once more to Nitro. Williams with a sure tackle after a gain of 5, so a 3rd down coming up for Cedar Creek. Screen play, Harris has it set up well. Another spin and a first down. 5 minutes left in the ball game. Cedar Creek shifting at the line. Double set out of the gun. Murphy to throw. Williams coming on the blitz. He gets blocked up pretty well. Jamison with the tackle. Sharp now over 100 yards on the day as he crosses midfield. Ball out quickly. It's intercepted. A trio of interceptions for James Murphy, and it's James Jamison who comes up big, the 3rd Mater Dei defensive back with an interception today. That turnover, and you could see Jamison undercut that route by Sharp. That's a corner on a tight end. Certainly a mismatch, and you know that's well-designed defense from the defensive coordinator with how bad Sharp has been hurting this defense today. They said, okay, let's put our number 1 corner on him. Take Sharp away. They sure did there. Murphy gets burned for the 3rd time today against this defense. Berry picks up 3 on first down, looking to run clock here if you're the Monarchs. They go back to Berry. Not a whole lot there. Pretty good effort in run D there from the Pirates. They have a chance here for a 3 and out. It would be massive. Sean Bowe finds Williams. He'll be stopped short, and this is looking to be a 3 and out for Mater Dei. So this Cedar Creek defense, after the interception, holds firm. Punt team back out for Mater Dei, and that is exactly what you didn't need if you're a Monarch football fan. Tackle made at the 18, so James Murphy trying to bounce back from his 3rd interception of the game. And when you live and die through the air, some of these things are just bound to happen. This is a must-score drive if you're Cedar Creek. A field goal at the very least. There's a nice job. Complete to Harris Jr., who's got room to run. Couldn't start the drive much better. Big gain there on first down. Now under 3 minutes. Murphy from the single back finds Rowley. Another first down past midfield. They're moving quickly. You thought that interception from James Jamison could have been the dagger. Nice play in the backfield there. Orion Pierce Jr. Tackle for loss. They tried to hand off, and that one snuffed out for a loss of 5. Williams coming on the corner blitz. That one knocked down at the line. 3rd and 15. Someone got a hand up there and disrupted that throw. 3rd and long for Cedar Creek. Got to convert or got to make it a 4th and manageable. Murphy steps up over the middle. He does have the first down. The drive continues, and that's very demoralizing for a modern-day defense. You're working so hard to slow this team down. You finally get a 3rd and long. Interesting run call there. You'd have loved to force a 4th down conversion attempt. Nitro gets leveled by a defensive tackle. I think that was Pierce Jr. again. He is really making his presence felt on this drive. We're down to the 2-minute warning. Modern Day up 11. Cedar Creek driving. Looking to give themselves a chance here in the final 2 minutes of what has been such a fun game. That one broken up by Roberson, pass too tall over the middle. So they will opt for a field goal. We saw this earlier. Cedar Creek taking points with a chance to make it a 1-score game. Nichols connects, and it is now an 8-point lead for Modern Day. Still time, 3 timeouts for both teams. Modern Day likely going to pull out the run pass, so you've got to rely on Drew Berry to pick up a first down. What a fun game this has been. An exciting conclusion coming your way here in the final 2 minutes. Draw play, Drew Berry breaks a tackle, making something out of nothing. Ran into more of his own guys there than he did Cedar Creek defenders. First timeout comes out for the Pirates. I don't mind the draw call, but I'm gonna block it up a little bit better than that. 2nd and 7. Give his to Berry once more. He's brought down by King after a gain of 2, so it makes it a very important, crucial 3rd and 5 here in the 4th quarter. This is where you look for Kissling. Trips to the top of your screen. I'm sorry, it's a shift over. We'll go into a doubles set. Forwick lining up at a tight end position. Sean Bowe steps up in the pocket. He's going to take off, pick up the first down and a whole lot more. Holds on to the ball into Cedar Creek territory, and that might just about do it. A colossal 3rd down rushing first down for Sean Bowe, and yardage-wise hasn't been a historic day passing the football, but that play will seal it for Modern Day. They kneel the rest of this one out, and they will go to 8-3. They go on the road to beat Cedar Creek 38-30 in a matchup that was back and forth. We had some fireworks, we had some low lights, a little bit of everything in this one, pretty much everything we expected out of it. Modern Day comes out on top, and this stretch of user games for them has been a little bit back and forth, but this is a very important one for playoff seeding. Obviously, Cedar Creek still atop their division, so likely going to have a chance at a postseason appearance. We'll take a look at the numbers before getting out of here. The quarterback battle was a fun one. James Murphy has the edge in yards. Rating, completion percentage, and touchdown to interception ratio goes to Sean Bowe. 3 touchdowns, that 1 interception. Just over 200 yards. Rushing wise, Drew Berry just shy of 200, 192, 1 touchdown Harris Jr. helping out with 58, and Sean Bowe, 34 yards on the ground and a rushing touchdown of his own. Receiving wise, Cannon Sharp, we talked a lot about him today, 11 for 102. Williams with his 6 reception, 48-yard, 1 touchdown effort as well. Harris Jr. on the receiving end of a touchdown. Palids and Forwick also with a receiving touchdown. Defensively, Dalen Sparks leading the way in tackles and tackles for loss. Daniel Guthrie, Roberson. We'll take a look at the names here as we sign off from the booth. This has been a whole lot of fun. We will see you in the next one.